Dear learner, welcome back to iGuru tutorial. Today we are going to explore the Manage Institute module. The Manage Institute module is basically the basic setup of the portal. You can see that we have some options over here which actually required to set up the web portal. For example, the logos and headers, creation of the classes, creation of the sections, subjects, class subject mapping, department designation, etc. And it also contains a very important field, that is the designation wise access. I will explain you each and everything in detail. So let's start with the logos and headers. So over here, you can go ahead and upload the logo of your institute. The uploading process is quite easy. You can simply go ahead and click on the upload logo. And if you have the logo available on your device, you can simply go ahead and select it and upload it. If you wish to upload the picture of the head of the institute, you can follow the same process, and the same process can be followed for uploading the authorized digital signature of the head of the institute, which can be used in the certificates or any other reports, etc. Okay. If you already have a picture, signature, or logo uploaded and you wish to remove it and replace it with some new logo, picture, or signature, you can simply click on the delete button and then go ahead and upload the new one. Let's scroll down. The next option over here is the institute address. Now, the address that you see over here or insert over here will be used or will as a banner or can be seen on the receipt or any of the certificate or documents. So you can just go ahead and insert the address, email, phone number, etc. You can click on the preview button to see how it's going to be visible. If you're satisfied, simply click on the update and it is done. Further below, we have the app details. Now, this is a very useful tool. Once your app is ready and you want to download a document to uh, make the parents understand how to install the app, how to download the app and provide a QR code, you would just have to simply enter the app name over here. For example, if your school's app is like DPS uh, Agra, so you can insert DPS Agra or DAV Jabalpur, whatever the name of the app is, you can insert it over here. Insert the Android link and iOS link. Insert these details like last update date, latest versions, etc. Once you are done, simply click on the save. Once you save this information and click on this download button, you will get a document that you can share with the parents or any other users containing the QR code of Android and iOS apps and the instructions on how to download it. Let's scroll further down. Now, this is a place which contains an option to send a voice message, either recorded or already attached, along with a picture or a greeting. For example, you wish to, wish the entire school about some festival or season's greeting. You can attach some greeting or a picture over here, and then you can also upload the any audio file over here, and you can use the communication module to send it across. So this field is for that. And at the bottom, we have custom logo. Now, what is a custom logo? For example, you have a bona fide certificate in which you want logo A, and you have a school living certificate in which you want a logo B. So you can upload different type of logos or headers, and based on your requirement, you can change the logo while generating the certificate. So this is a place where you can add the custom logo. Let's move to the next option. The next option is classes. Now, this is the place where we will add classes in your web portal. You can see on the screen that some classes have already been added. The process is relatively simple. How to add a new class? Let's click on the add new class over here on the top right corner. Now in this field, insert the number of classes that you want to add. For example, I want to add 2 classes, so I'll write 2. And then you get these 2 fields to insert the name of the classes. For example, I'm adding a class 13 and class 14. Why I'm adding 13 and 14? Because 11th and 12th has already been added, so it will not take duplicate classes. Now you can insert some description about the class. I'm just simply writing 13 only and 14. And then under the select class group drop down, you have to choose a particular group. Now, what is the utility of this group and why it is compulsory? See, every school has different bell timings. So, for example, if you have some junior classes like KG or nursery, you can put them in group number 1 or 2 or whatever group you wish, and then you can add different the middle classes or the senior classes in group number 2 and 3. So adding the classes in different groups will help us to create multiple bell timings while creating the timetable. So instead of creating timetable for individual classes or bell timing for individual classes, we can create it for the entire group. So hence it is, we have made it mandatory that you choose a group. So I'm putting them in, let's say, group number 4, both of these classes. And then you just go ahead and click on the submit button and the classes will be added. Over here, you can see we have two action buttons. One is a pencil icon and one is to delete. For example, if you wish to delete, edit some nomenclature or something else in the, you know, class, you can just go ahead and edit it like this. Or else you can go ahead and delete a class also. For example, if I want to delete this 11 class, so I can simply click on this delete button. It says, are you sure you want to delete this? If you click on yes, the class will be deleted. So this is the option to add the classes. Now, once we add the classes, we need to add sections. As per our infrastructure, it is mandatory to add minimum one section. So let's go ahead and click on sections. Now over here, you can see the classes and sections created for them, right? It also contains an option to edit and delete the section if not required. And in order to add a new section, we can click on add new section. Again, it will ask us to choose the class for which we need to add section. For example, in class 8, I want to add two sections. The name of the section will be B and C. It's not necessary that you create a section with the name of A, B, C, D. You can write anything. For example, you can write red or green. So it's up to you. You can write anything. And once done, you can simply click on the submit button and the sections will be created. Please remember that adding minimum one section is compulsory for each and every class. However, there is no restriction on adding the maximum sections. You can add as much as sections you want. So once we are done with the logos, classes, and section, let's move to the next option, that is subjects. So this is the place where we will add the subjects which are being taught in your school. You can see the list of subject, their description, and the type of subject. Under the action item, we have an option to edit and delete. Now let's go ahead and add a new subject. To do so, we need to click on add new subject. Insert the number of subject we want to add. So I want to add two subjects. One is a French language. OK. And I will write a description as French language. And then I will choose a subject type. That is it a subject? Is it a language? Is it a core subject or a lab subject or an optional subject? So I'll go ahead and choose the language and then I will add quantum physics. I will copy the same thing and put it in the description as well. And then I go ahead and choose it as a lab subject. Once done, I just go ahead and click on the submit button and you can see the subjects are successfully added. Let's check them out. So the quantum physics and the other language that we have added has been added, French. After adding the classes, adding the subsections and subject, the next option is to map the class and the subject. What exactly it means? It means which subjects will be taught in which class. Without doing this, we cannot allocate classes and subject to the teachers. So over here, we have a list of subjects that has been already associated with the certain classes. We also have an option to edit and delete it. Let's go ahead and add the two subjects that we recently added to some class. So let's click on add new class subjects. Choose the class. So I'm choosing class 11th. Now you can see the AI, biology and other subjects, etc. has already been added. Let's add French. So I'll choose French and insert a subject order like this. Now, what is the subject order? Subject order is nothing but the order in which subjects will appear like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have added one more subject recently. That is the quantum physics. Let's add quantum physics to the 11th class as well. So I'll put it as 12th. And then I click on submit and the mapping is done. Isn't that easy? So once the class subject mapping is done, let's move to the next option, that is holidays. Now, this is the place where you can go ahead and add the holidays for the entire calendar year for your school. You can see the list of all the holidays. Now, in order to add a new holiday, let's click on add new holiday. Now it is asking us to insert the number of holidays that we want to add. At a time, we can add 25 holidays. I'm adding only one for you. So once I inserted one, you can see we have an option to create the holiday. We also have an option to select the class. Now, what is the utility of it? For example, you want to give holiday to the 12th standard and 10th standard only because they are going for a tour or picnic or an excursion, but rest of the school is working, functioning normally. So in that case, you can choose the class 10th section and give them a holiday. What will happen? This holiday will be visible to the teachers and students of 10th class only. It will not be visible to the rest of the school. But if you do not wish to add holiday for a single class, you wish to create it for the entire school. In that case, you can just choose select class, which means do not select any class. Now let's go ahead and create a holiday. So let's create Gandhi Jayanti. Okay, it's 2nd of October. Choose the end date as well. It's a one-day holiday. And then insert the reason also. So I'm just copying it and pasting it over here. And I click on submit. Now you can see that the Gandhi Jayanti has been added. Gandhi Jayanti has been added for 2nd October 2025. Okay, now if you wish to go ahead and announce this holiday using the SMS or notification feature or WhatsApp, you can see we have these two options here in the action item. So if you click here, it will ask you, are you sure you want to send SMS? If you click on yes, an SMS and an app notification will be sent across the school and they will get notified that 2nd October is a holiday on the occasion of Gandhi Jayanti. The same thing will happen if you click on the WhatsApp. But please remember, WhatsApp integration has to be done and it's a third-party app. With your request, we will be more than happy to integrate the WhatsApp for you. And if you wish to edit some holiday, you can do that. And if you wish to delete it, you can also delete the holiday like this. So this was your holiday module. After the holidays, let's move to the next option, that is department. Now, this is the place where we will create different departments that function in the school. You can see over here, we have a list of the department like teaching, non-teaching, admin, transport, sports, housekeeping, security, etc. So I'll just go ahead and go and add a new department. Let me click on add new department. I want to add one department. What is the name of the department? The name of the department is finance. So I added a department called finance. Please understand that the department and designation, these two things are required because without creating the department and designation, where we will not be able to add employees into the system. So now we have added a new department called the finance. Let's add a designation under the finance. So let's click on the designation. Click on add new designation. choose the number of designations you want to create. I want to create two designation. One is senior accountant, and the second one is junior accountant. You can create it as per your wish. And once done, simply go ahead and click on the submit button. And now we have added two new designations and one new department, that is finance, and designations are senior accountant and junior accountant. Isn't that simple, folks? Now let's go ahead and move to the next option, that is designation wise access. Now this is very important. What is designation wise access? You as an admin has the super control of your web portal. If there is a new employee who joins your school or institute, you give him his user ID and password and he logs in on the portal. He may not be able to see any other module except his personal profile. Why he will not see any other module? Because you have to allocate the module and the function as per the designation of the employee. For example, if you are adding a junior accountant, then you have to go ahead and give him the access of junior accountant. So how to give the access? This is what we are going to learn now. So over here, let's click on the select designation. Now I am choosing a class teacher. Over here under select type, we have two options. One is a web and one is mobile. Let's start with the web and click on the get. Now you can see that we have options with the main module and sub modules. So as an admin, you will have access of each and every module that you have signed up with iGuru, which is included in your package. Let's take an example. Assume that you want to give access to class teacher for dashboard. So you can go ahead and click on dashboard and click on the submit button. So anyone whose designation is a class teacher, when they log on to their web portal, they will be able to access the dashboard and its report. But you decide that, okay, I want to give access of the dashboard to my class teachers, but I don't want to give access of reports. So you can come here, uncheck the report and click on submit, and they will not get the access, or the access of the reports in the dashboard will be removed. On the same account, you can provide them any or all modules. For example, you can simply click on the admission and all the admission module will be covered, but you can be selective. For example, you just want to give them quick inquiry and inquiry list and admission form. That's it. You don't want to give them access to generate admission form or admission report. So you can keep it unchecked and you can go ahead and click on the submit button. So based on the designation, you can give access of various main modules and sub modules. You can come back here and anytime take away the access. The control is completely in your hand. So this is the designation wise access for you. You can be selective or you can give them any access. So this was for the web. Let's move to the mobile. Let's click on the get. Now over here, we have the list of all the mobile modules. Now the list may be bigger or smaller based on the kind of package you have with iGuru. Under the mobile module, you can see we have some options over here like actions, module name, and the options to create, update, and delete. Let's check out one by one. Now let's choose that's a different designation this time. Let's choose an accountant. Accountant. Now an accountant do not need the need of admission, so you can skip it. For example, you want to give him, let's say you want to give the access of admission to the accountant. So you can go ahead and check the admission module and click on submit. If you do not click on create, update or delete, the user will have access only to the module as a read only or view only module. They will not be able to add any admission on their mobile app. They will not be able to add or update any admission on their mobile app and or delete it. So if you want to give them read only access, just select the module like this. But if you want to give them all the access like create, update, and delete, you can choose these module. You have to be really careful while giving these options, especially with the delete option. You can go ahead and ensure that the delete option is mostly not provided because anyone who gets the delete option may misuse it. So you have to be very, careful while giving the different options, especially the delete option for any particular module to any of the designations. So once you are done with your selection, you can simply click on the submit button and it is done. Now let's move to the next option, that is parent-wise mobile module access. Now over here, you can see the list of all the modules that is available on the parent's mobile app or the parent's app interface. Now this is predefined by iGuru, so you need not to worry about it. But we have given few options like permission slip and update their profile. So you can anytime come back here and check or uncheck the profile. For example, if you go ahead and check the update option, the profile, the parents will be able to update their profile information. If you do not wish to give or grant this kind of permission, you can keep it unchecked. If you check it, just go ahead and click on submit. So this is from this option, you can control the parents app. For example, this is the beginning of the session and you have yet not created the fees. So you don't want the parents to see the fees. So you can go ahead and uncheck the payments and click on save. So the payments module will not be visible to the parents on their mobile app. So once your fees is prepared and everything is fine, you can simply come back here and check it and click on submit, and they will start seeing the payments module on their mobile app. So this is all we have in the Manage Institute. I hope you liked it. For any further queries or question, please feel free to connect with iGuru. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day.